Okay everyone, so it is a couple of days later and I started The Silent Patient last night. I didn't read much. I only got 16 pages in, which is up to chapter 3. I did start annotating it, but I kind of want to move on to like my Kindle edition that I've got, so I don't know if I'll continue annotating it. I personally just wanted to annotate it so that I had the facts ready to give you guys, but I might just go off memory in future. I just want to give you everything in detail, but I don't know if I want to do this as like a spoiler vlog. So there's this page here that says part 1, and I just wanted to read out what it said to you all. He that has eyes to see and ears to hear may convince himself that no mortal can keep a secret. If his lips are silent, he chatters with his fingertips. Betrayal oozes out of him at every pore. I just found that interesting. And then there's a bit. So in the scene, it's explaining kind of like what's happened. So Gabriel Berniston, which is obviously the woman's husband, was murdered 6 years ago. He was 44 years old. He was killed on the 25th of August. It was an unusually hot summer, you may remember, with some of the highest temperatures ever recorded. The day he died was the hottest of the year. Okay, I might just read a couple of pages to give you like all the details. This is going to be a spoiler part, which I already would have told you. On the last year of his life, Gabriel rose early. A car collected him at 15:15 a.m. from the house he shared with Alyssa in northwest London on the edge of Hampstead Heath, and he was driven to a shoot in Shoreditch. He spent the year photographing models on a rooftop for Vogue. Not much is known about Alyssa's movements. She had an upcoming exhibition and was behind with her work. It's likely she spent the day painting in the summer house at the end of the garden, which she had recently converted into a studio. In the end, Gabriel's shoot ran late and he wasn't driven home until 11 p.m. Half an hour later, the neighbour Barbie Hellerman heard several gunshots. Barbie phoned the police and a car was dispatched from the station on Haverstock Hill at 11:35 p.m. It arrived at the Bernistons' house in just under 3 minutes. The front door was open, the house was in pitch black darkness, none of the light switches worked. The officers made their way along the hallway into the living room. They shone torches around the room, illuminating it in intermittent beams of light. Alyssa was discovered standing by the fireplace. Her white dress glowed ghost-like in the torchlight. Alyssa seemed oblivious to the presence of the police. She was immobilized, frozen, and statue-carved from ice, with a strange, frightened look on her face, as if confronting some unseen terror. A gun was on the floor. Next to it, in the shadows, Gabriel was seated, motionless, bound to a chair, with wire wrapped around his ankles and wrists. At first, the police thought he was alive. His head was lolling slightly to one side, as if he were unconscious. Then a beam of light revealed Gabriel had been shot several times in the face. His handsome features were gone forever, leaving a charred, blackened, bloody mess. The wall behind him was sprayed with fragments of skull, brains, hair, and blood. Blood was everywhere, splashed on the walls, running in a dark rivulet along the floor, along the grain of the wooden floorboards. Officers assumed it was Gabriel's blood, but there was too much of it. And then something glinted in the torchlight. A knife was on the floor by Alyssa's feet, another beam of light revealing the blood spattered on Alyssa's white dress. An officer grabbed her arms and held them up to the light. There were deep cuts across the veins in her wrists, fresh cuts, bleeding hard. I found that so disturbing when I read that. I was like, I'm literally 9 pages in. It's already so disturbing. Okay, the next thing I want to read to you is some facts that have been discovered. The facts, such as they were simple. Alyssa was found alone with Gabriel's body. Only her fingerprints were on the gun. There was never any doubt she killed Gabriel. Why she killed him, on the other hand, remained a mystery. The murder was debated in the media, and different theories were exposed in print and radio and on morning chat shows. So the facts are she has done it, apparently. But yeah, that's what I have tabbed. But yeah, it's just so disturbing. So from now on, it's going to be spoiler free. I just wanted to give you some of those details. I just don't want to spoil anything else. This was originally in my head going to be a spoiler vlog, but I think I prefer to do spoiler free because I have just given you like a spoiler warning and also a trigger warning, but some of the content, because this is a thriller mystery, can be very hard for some people. So yeah, I won't continue with such gruesome topics like I just read out, but because otherwise I'll be giving you warnings 24/7. I just don't think that is fun, whereas you can read it, go and read it yourself if you feel comfortable. So that is my update. So far it is very, very gruesome, but I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to read some more, but I will give you an update when I have one. Okay, so it's been a while, if I'm being completely honest, but I started reading again The Silent Patient. I started it, got to chapter 3, took a break, and then 2 nights ago I started reading it again, but I only read a little bit, and then last night I read the majority of it, and then I not long finished the last like couple of pages that I had. It wasn't much, and so last night I was like early in the morning, but you know what I'm saying. So this, wow, I'm sorry that I didn't give you so many updates as I was like reading it and stuff. It was because it was like late when I was doing it, and so everyone was asleep and I couldn't really update you all, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to do it all now. So I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but this book, I rate it 5 stars. It's so good and it's just shocking. So as you can probably see or not, there's one tab, and the one thing I tabbed is this. Now I don't know why, it's just I liked this. So it said, I know how sad you feel, but I want you to consider the possibility that you felt this sadness long before you met Kathy. It's a sadness you've been carrying around for many years. You know, Theo, one of the hardest things to admit is that we weren't loved when we needed it most. It's a terrible feeling. The pain is not being loved. Oh, the pain of not being loved. Like, wow, that speaks. That says a lot. So yeah, this is so good, and like I said, I don't want to ruin it too much. I don't remember the first clip that I did because obviously it was a while ago. It was, I think, was it in May or June? It was a while when I started this. But the plot twist at the end, now before I read it, I heard a lot of people talk about the plot twist and that they was not expecting it or whatever. And now I understand. Like, I was reading this and it was so good, and then I was supposed to get my reaction, and I was recording the time lapse, and literally as I stopped pressing record, that is when the plot twist happened. So I missed my reaction, but you know what, it's okay. I can reenact the reaction for you guys. So I was near the end, about, I'm gonna say there. Yeah, okay. And I was reading, and it all like started to click to me, and I was like, the whole time, that was my reaction. Replay for you. So yes, so good. Go and read this. Now I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, okay? And I can't believe I didn't put this in like the video that I posted like last. I mean, this would have been so good because I was in a reading slump, okay? I was trying loads of books, like Twisted Games. I'm reading for a vlog. I tried reading that, wasn't getting into it. I tried reading some other books, and like Oblivion. I was enjoying that, but I haven't picked it up since. I put it down. I've tried like loads of different books, literally started loads, like ones that I was in the middle of reading and like haven't read for months, tried reading those. Nothing was helping. And so I was like, I'm only trying romance. So I decided to try some mystery thrillers, and there was 2 mystery thrillers that I was going to try. Never started them. I was like, hold on, I'm in the middle of reading a mystery thriller, which I'm also vlogging, so maybe I should give this another go and actually like finish it, because I have a very bad habit of starting books and then just putting them down, completely forgetting about them for months, and then re-picking them up. So that's what I did, and wow, I think I'm out my reading slump now. Like, it wasn't a long reading slump, but I think I'm out of it now because of this book. And I think my problem was because I'm reading too much romance, so I'm going to pick up another mystery thriller. But anyway, I'm rambling on, not even about the book, but I'm just saying, if you are in a reading slump, please read this. It will get you out of it. It's just so good, and it keeps you hooked because you just want to know what happened and what happens next and everything like that. So yes, that is the end of this reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry that I didn't update you as much as I would have liked, and I'm sorry that it took me so long to film this, but I've done it now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe if you want. It's free, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.